"What's the most inappropriate thing you've witnessed at a funeral?" It was my grandfather's funeral, and despite nobody telling him, somehow that one uncle in the family found out about it. He'd been an alcoholic for decades and has brain damage, so when he walked in drunk, wearing jean shorts and a t-shirt with a bald eagle and American flag on it, we knew this was going to be a disaster. As soon as he walked in, he said aloud, "Rest in peace, Jimmy lad." My grandfather's name was John. He sat down at the very back, burped loudly, and about 2 minutes into service, when it was totally silent, he started loudly clapping out of nowhere. The ushers walked over to him and told him, "Sir, you have to stop clapping." He looked directly at them, and in a high-pitched voice yelled, "Woo!" before starting to clap even more furiously. "Sir, you must stop, you're disrupting everyone and it's disrespectful," they told him. "Well, I think it's effing respectful to clap for the life of old Jimmy," he responded. The usher was so baffled he just walked away and left my uncle to clap. The service ended without another disruption, but then during the drive to the graveyard, he began to play the banjo with one hand, which was visible and audible through his open window. He even started singing during the burial, and the priest had to reprimand him, twice. And then, as the casket was being lowered, he ran up to it and threw a rose on it, screaming, "Here you go, you crazy wizard." He did this because my grandfather was a science teacher. Oh, and during the lowering of the casket, he stood there with a 12-pack of beer in his hand, murmuring to himself about how they need to hurry up and lower old Jimmy so he can crack open a can without being disrespectful. After the casket was lowered, he downed 2 cans in one go, then told everyone in the family to wait because he had a surprise for us all. He ran to his car, and a minute later came back holding about 15 frozen pizzas and 15 cans of beer. He handed them out to everyone, saying, "Ain't nothing in this life that'll cheer you up like a pizza and a beer." I didn't see him again until he showed up to Thanksgiving dinner, and man, was that also an experience.